A lot of you guys all agreed with my last video and put in your own points of view about what you think, honestly, was failing for Age of Empires Mobile. And we're going to be continuing that track on to today's video. Yes, you heard right. I'm going a little bit more unhinged because, as I said in the last video, we, the consumers, the player base, are the ones that are spending their hard-earned money on your game, Age of Empires Mobile. And you are choosing to ignore us. You have chosen to ignore us for the last 3 months when we have been begging on our knees for changes and improvements to honestly compensate and help the free-to-play players and lower spender base of the game. Because without that player base, guess what? There's no war, there's no fighting, because no one in their right mind is going to be spending $1,000 every single month plus just to be playing your game. There's no way. The only people doing that are the Krakens that own businesses and honestly have that outcome to dispose of, right? But that is not the reality. The reality is you need to be targeting everyone else apart from them, because they're going to be enjoying the game anyway. They're going to enjoy the game if it's a good game, right? So that's what we're going to do in today's video. I'm going to call out the devs a little bit more in there, and I'm just going to keep going through mechanics by mechanics until I get sick and tired of it and we end the video. So smash that comment and subscribe. And if you want to support me as a content creator, you guys can check out the pinned link, or in the description box there is my Eneba creator link if you want to buy any Empire coins, any Apex coins, and we can boycott our good old friend Midas Buy. Let's do it, right? Because at the moment they are not listening or supporting their creators in the correct way, so why not do it and help us out, right? So today's video, let's get into it. The first thing that I want to bring up is one important mechanic, and it's one mechanic that came too soon, and that is mercenaries. Mercenaries should not be here. I'm going to be real. Mercenaries is too soon. The game being out 6 months, and then you introduced mercenaries with their own mercenary tech tree. You also introduced stage 2 of that tech tree with the good old facility area to unlock it, which is an absolute grind to do, including Citadel renovation and the new research institute, which is 2 extra power mechanics in the game. If you guys didn't know, you can get more damage and more power once you be at level 30 and you got the renovation. Everyone will say, cool mechanic, really good. We actually like the fact that you've added more power. But they will also say in the same sentence, it came too soon. I don't know how else to put it apart from this is too soon. I don't know who in their right minds is complaining, I have too many speed ups, I have too many research speed ups, I'm doing too much, I've got too much stuff that I can't max everything in the game, or I've maxed everything and I can't do anything. I'm sorry, those are the players that have spent tens and tens of thousands in order to do that. They've completed your game. That is not your problem, that's their problem, right? Straight away, because you have now tailored to the bigger spenders a massive power creep in this game, which never needed to occur. 6 months for a massive power creep is crazy. This should have come out honestly on the 12-month line. After 12 months, maybe people would have been like, you know what, mercenaries sound really cool. I have now finally got my T7 units. I've finally got my buildings to a level 30. I'm getting to that stage where mercenaries is actually an option. However, you didn't do that. You introduced it too soon, and no one was excited about it, honestly, right? That is the reality of mercenaries. They were just like, oh no, another power creep. And that's just the honest truth on it all. So that's the first thing, right? That is the first major issue, and honestly, shot in the foot that you have made as a dev team. And you didn't even ask us to give you fucking input on that. You didn't tell us to say, do you think this is too soon? Do you think this? You just went test it, make sure it works, and then we're shipping it out. That is not the right protocol on that, right? The next thing is, there's tons of quality of life mechanics that are just ain't there, or just ain't tidy. What do I mean by that, right? So a good one is your vault, right? You could go to your vault. This is an easy one, right? You added batch dismantle. Really cool, right? I can batch dismantle my gear. The issue is this only batch dismantles everything in that category, and I don't want to batch dismantle everything in that category. I want to be able to click on my epic gear tab here and choose epic infantry, epic pikemen, epic cavalry, epic thingy, right? All of them. I want to pick one of the epic gears that I'm not using and get rid of them. I don't want to batch dismantle every single thing, because it honestly doesn't really save any time now, because I'm still having to go through and go, oh, right, I've got this helmet, I can dismantle this one, because it's the one I can dismantle, because I've got my other gear to where it needs to be. But I can't do that with a batch dismantle, because it's going to eat all of my fucking gear, right? That is frustrating. That is one quality of life mechanic that needs to be addressed. Another quality of life mechanic everyone has been banging on you guys about, and you still haven't introduced it, is troops, like formation pages. Where's extra formation pages? They should be page 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like you've got right here. So I should be able to pick up any of these formations I want to pick out, right? But then where this little area is, this could be the red page, right? Then there could be a blue page that you click on that gives you a fresh set of 5 formations, and this would allow players to select between the red one or the blue one, or you can have a green one, a yellow one, a pink one. You can honestly make as many of these formation screens as you want, and what it would allow players to do is, for example, set up an entire 5 march formation for open field fighting. They could then click on their blue page and swap to all of their farming formations to maximize farming. They could then switch to their yellow page, and that yellow page might be the best formations inside of Trojan Turmoil, because again, rally-based marches are better in certain scenarios and operate differently to your open field marches, which people do not understand. You can also go for siege-based marches, right? If you've got marches specifically to siege down and break down walls in Mightiest Empire, you have that, right? And even if you have a 5th page on heroes that you might be working on, like just leveling up over time, you can see where I'm going with this. There can be so many pages, and people can think of reasons of having those pages and formation setups, but you don't have that in. And this is one of the biggest quality of life changes that everyone, including myself, is frustrated on, right? The next point I'm going to talk about is just a simple one, and the way I'm going to show this is through the supercore one, because it is generally the community does not feel like it's being heard, and that is the honest truth. We have a community system here called the supercore chat, but a lot of the time it isn't the greatest of the responses. It doesn't really give you that much information, and on top of this, to be a supercore member, people don't even know how to get there. People are spending so much money and they are still not a supercore member, while some people are. At the same time, some people have supercore without spending that much money compared to others, and they have it and the others don't. There's no clear way of explaining to anyone, including myself, on how you can get supercore. But even with the supercore benefit, there's no real... There's nothing for it. Right? You're giving us information that you've already sent to us on the official Discord or the Facebook post or your TikTok account or your like X, right? Whatever you've posted on, that's it. There's nothing really that's interesting here, right? And the thing is, this is a big, massive L, because these areas should be used, and me as a player should feel like I can ask a question in here and I'm gonna get a response. But I don't feel like that, and the reason I don't feel like that is because you ignored us, the community, through all of our Discord suggestions and all of the video suggestions creators have made and all the posts people have made. You have clearly ignored every single one. So the communication between us and you isn't there, because simply we don't trust you anymore. Why should we trust the boy that cried wolf too many times? And that is what you guys have done. You guys have chosen to ignore us. You've cried wolf when there was no wolf, and now the wolf is here. The big bad wolf is here, and people are leaving because you have not addressed it. You've not addressed the problems in the earlier stages of this video, right? So moving on. Going on, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, smash that, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully the devs can see the frustrations and honestly the passion coming from me in this video. And hopefully you guys agree with what I'm saying as a community and why we are pissed off about it, right? The next thing is the obvious one. And this is going to be the final point for today's video before we drag it out too long, right? It's just rewards. It's as simple as that. Rewards are just abysmal currently in this game. Don't get me wrong, you can get a shit ton of resources and you can get a shit ton of like minutes and 5-minute speed ups, and I think a lot of people will agree with that, right? But what you don't get is necessary resources that you need, right? Really good example of this is the Gleaming Store. Most of the time, and even myself, right, I've got 25 coins left over. The only thing I'm buying now is basically these and maybe, yeah, basically those and maybe my forging kit. That's the only thing I'm buying now left out of here, right? The issue is this Gleaming Store does not offer rewards people have asked for, and you've never asked us what rewards we wanted, and even when we suggested better rewards, you haven't implemented them in the game. Really good suggestion. No one cares about King Derek. It's as simple as that. King Derek was a good free-to-play hero that you get through the Giants Raw event. You, as a dev team, could have added the Giants Raw back as an event, but you chose not to. That was a second L in the reward area because that was a free event you could have just introduced back. People would have been happy about it and gone crazy and worked on these sculptures. And then every time it came back, yeah, they might have had it 5-star, but we could have got those 5 stars extra, medals and used it in the trade-up deal then for free-to-play. So free-to-players had an option of trading a free-to-play hero that they earn and getting more rewards. That doesn't exist, right? Instead, you cheat it out, put it in the Gleaming Store. And even then, it's just terrible. No one cares about it. What this should have been is a choice chest. You should have put a choice chest here, and it could have been free. It could have been 5 choice chests, and you could have had it so they could have picked either, like, King Derek, Hammurabi, they could have picked Josephine, they could have picked all sorts. I don't know why my camera's bugging. I do apologize, guys. Let me see if we can fix that. We'll do a little dive. There we go. So yeah, it's one of them. There we go. We're fixed now. There we go. So yeah, you could see though, it could have been a choice chest. You could have had Hammurabi, you could have had Josephine, you could have had King Derek, you could have had Guan Yu, you could have had any of the tavern-based heroes in this choice chest. People would have been happier. You could have also put up, for example, better, skill points. You could have had more XP in. You could have also increased these speed ups. So instead of having only 5, they could have been like 20, because again, if there's 20 of each, yeah, I'm not going to be able to buy all 4 of them. But that's good because that means as a player, I have the decision, I have a choice, I have to manage my account and choose, do I want the research ones and the building ones? Do I go for these 2 this week and then go for these 2 next week? Or do I go for these 2 or these 3? Or do I just go for this one? That's something you have missed and failed on in this game. And the thing is, the reward structure is everything when it comes to these games, right? Because you got to think, when you look at stuff like the Mightiest Empire, I can come over here and I'm going to get these rewards right now. Cool, I'm getting some nice speed ups. I'm getting these, these extra bits. And then I'm going to be able to get this extra spin on my tavern heroes that people will be like, yeah, cool, 3 extra spins. But then you go to the exchange store and you're kind of upset because, like, I'm only allowed to buy 3 universal medals. I'm only allowed to buy grey gems. Again, I'm only allowed to buy 10 of each. And then when I win, or if I win, I'm only allowed to buy 5 more. So for winning, you value a winner to have 5 extra. This is what I mean. It's just these rewards do not make sense, and it does not let people honestly feel like they're getting rewarded for playing the game, for investing into the game, for losing troops and doing all of that jazz. There's none of that. In my opinion, these ones should have been like fucking 15. You should be able to buy, not even that, let's do even more. You should be able to buy 20 of these bad boys if you have won. And if you have lost, you can only buy 10. You only have half the amount. But if you win, you've got 30 there. That's crazy good. And people would have been so much happier with that. Same with even these grey chests. Why are you giving us greys? Give us just green and blues. Blue gem chests. 10 blue gem chests, because that means if you lose, you can still randomly try to get 3 of the same gem, right? And then put that into purple gems quicker. And you can still offer the purple gems, but why not like 5 purple gems, right? But you don't. And this is another frustration if you guys, you know, as a dev team, should be making. Another really easy way of explaining as well where you fail to give rewards and actually make the system better is the exploration area. Really good one, because if I just pop up here some gameplay from Whiteout Survival or even Kingshot, whenever you complete their exploration event, they have multiple heroes in there. I can earn epic heroes, I can earn legendary heroes, I can earn mythical heroes there, right? I can earn all 3 types of heroes all in this exploration area. In this, I can't. All I'm earning is Darius. And to be honest, Darius isn't a great hero people are really caring about, because again, by the time you've got Darius maxed out, it's season 5, it's season 6, it's season 7 or 8, and like, why? You're not going to be using him then, unfortunately. There's going to be way more heroes in the game. So like the pacing of the rewards for what the pacing of heroes and just things coming out does not match up. And that is kind of bringing in everything full circle now into today's video, because honestly the biggest frustration for everyone is it's not that you've added new mechanics and you've not added the new gameplay and you've added this. It's nothing to do with that. It's the fact that you've added new gameplay, but you've not added rewards to kind of bring everything up. So what you've done is the games come out, new heroes, new heroes, new heroes, people have been playing. And then you went mercenaries, and people are still playing. And this is what it does now. It just does this weird thing, and then the next one comes out, and then the next one, and then it just keeps doing this, man. And this should not be happening with this game. You should be treating it with respect. You should be treating your community with respect. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, maybe, if I remember to say it, and like I said in the last video, we are the players. We are the ones who are spending money in your game to get these bundles, to get these extra monthly battle passes, right? To get these rewards that you want us to have. We are technically fulfilling your paycheck. We are funding the development of this game. We are doing everything, right? But we don't see anything back. We as a community, as a customer base, do not hear back. We do not feel heard. And this is why me and many of the Age of Empires Mobile community members are pissed off, and why a lot of people have left your Discord, and why people have left your game. It's as simple as that. I don't understand how else to put it apart from black and white. So if you want to, I'm always open. And the thing is, I can get heated, but you gotta remember, that's passion, man. I want this game to succeed. This is my job, right? This is my job. I want to keep doing this. I want to keep loving creating content for people. But when you're making it impossible, and you're not even like making the game fun for players, like, why should we, right? You need to listen to us before you run this game to the ground and people do not support you as a franchise anymore, right? So smash that, comment, subscribe, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video about me ranting a little bit more about Age of Empires Mobile. Hopefully you guys agree with what I'm saying, with the general gist of power is fine, but adding too much power too soon is wrong, right? And not adding rewards to that is wrong, right? So hopefully you understand the video. If you do, put a comment down below, tell me your thoughts out, throw the like down there, share the video about, obviously, and with that, stay safe, stay sneaky, peace out.